Your life begins to transform the moment you choose to think differently. And this, right here, could be that moment. This is Mindshift with Gitanjali, the space where you shift your mindset, rise above limitations, and reframe your reality. I'm Gitanjali, mindset coach, author, and your companion on this journey to rediscover the power that's already within you. Let's begin. Let's look at the 4 P's in which we touch upon in every episode: problem, promise, proof, and plan. What's the problem? Do you ever feel like you're stuck in the same situations, different people, same pattern? Promise. Today, we'll uncover why your brain repeats old stories and how to finally rewrite them. Proof. I've guided many clients through this exact process, and every single one found freedom once they saw their loops clearly. What's the plan? We'll explore how habits and patterns form, how to spot them in real time, and a 4-step awareness practice to break free. If you join me for episode 2, The Secret Power of Micro Shifts, you've already begun to experience how small, consistent choices reshape your life. Today, we're going deeper into the roots beneath those choices. Because while micro shifts transform your habits, self-awareness transforms your identity. It's the moment you finally see why you do what you do and realize that awareness itself is the first act of freedom. Most of what we think, feel, and do runs automatically, like background software we rarely question. Psychologists estimate that up to 95% of our daily behavior is subconscious. That is what we do every single day, happens below our conscious awareness. Think about that. Almost everything, the way you react, the thoughts you repeat, the choices you make, they're often guided by old patterns running quietly in the background. It's like living on autopilot. And that's why awareness is so powerful. Because the moment you notice a pattern, you're no longer inside it. You're free to choose something new. Every reaction, every belief, every emotional loop has a story attached to it, one that started long before today. Until we become aware of that story, we keep replaying it, even when we want something different. Think of your mind as a playlist. Some tracks uplift you, others drain you, yet they've been on repeat for years. Awareness is when you finally hear the song and say, "Do I still want to listen to this?" From birth, we learn through everything we see and feel. Every tone or voice, every praise or criticism writes a small line of code into our inner world. If love was conditional, you might have learned, "I must perform to be valued." If mistakes brought shame, you might have learned, "I must hide who I am." If helping others earned approval, you might have learned, "My needs don't matter as much." These beliefs become patterns, automatic emotional reflexes. They shape how we think, love, and make decisions until one day we pause and realize that old story isn't me anymore. That moment of realization, that pause, is where awareness begins. Let's together look at the science of conditioning. Every pattern follows a loop. Cue, response, reward. Your brain loves predictability. It's how it keeps you safe. Example: cue, stress. Response, scrolling on your phone. Reward, distraction. It's not weakness, it's wiring. And wiring the brain can change. That's neuroplasticity in action. When you pause long enough to notice the cue, you interrupt the loop. Even a 2-second pause can shift everything. In that brief moment, you step out of autopilot, and that's where real change begins. Let me share a story with you, one that might sound familiar. It's about Jenna. Jenna grew up believing that achievement was the price of love. If she wasn't doing, she wasn't enough. So every time she slowed down, even just to rest, a quiet panic crept in. Her pattern looked something like this: trigger, stillness, response, self-criticism and overworking. Reward, a fleeting sense of safety. Identity, I only matter when I succeed. We didn't try to fix the story overnight. We simply practiced awareness, gentle noticing. One day she said, I can feel the urge to push harder because I'm scared I won't be enough. And in that moment, something shifted. She didn't fight the pattern. She understood it. Over time, a new rhythm emerged. Trigger, rest, response, self-kindness, reward, calm, identity, I matter because I exist. That wasn't a leap, it was evolution, one soft breath of awareness at a time. Now take a moment and ask yourself, where in your own life do you feel that same pressure to earn your worth? Is there a place where slowing down feels unsafe, or where rest makes you restless? Just noticing that without judgment is the beginning of your own shift. In the beginning of the podcast, we spoke about our plan, where we decided that we would talk about the 4 R's of awareness. So let's do that. Here's a practice you can use anytime you feel caught in an old reaction. I call it the 4 R's of awareness: recognize, reveal, reframe, replace. Recognize. Notice what's happening. Ask, what story or emotion is showing up right now? An example for that is you text someone and they don't reply. Your mind jumps to, they must be upset with me. That's the moment to pause and say, I'm assuming something again. Reveal. Bring curiosity instead of judgment. What is this reaction trying to protect me from? Maybe I'm afraid of rejection. This is my old fear of disconnection. Reframe. Offer a new perspective. There could be many reasons they haven't replied. I'm learning to feel safe even when things are uncertain. Replace. choose one conscious action. Take a breath, stretch, turn your focus to something grounding, maybe nature, movement, or gratitude. Now picture this at work. Your manager gives feedback and instantly your stomach knots. Your inner voice says, I messed up. Try the same 4 steps. Recognize, I feel anxious. Reveal, I'm afraid of disappointing someone. Reframe, feedback helps me grow. It isn't rejection. Replace, one slow breath, a calm, thank you. I'll reflect on that. Each repetition rewires your nervous system. You teach your mind, I can stay calm, I can choose differently. Like our previous podcast, we do a visualization section together. What is visualization? Visualization is simply using your imagination to picture the life or version of yourself you want to create. When you imagine it clearly and feel it emotionally, your brain begins to believe it's possible and starts guiding you toward it. If it feels comfortable, close your eyes. Take a slow, steady breath in through your nose and exhale softly through your mouth. Imagine you're sitting in a quiet movie theater. The lights dim, and on the big screen, scenes from your day appear. Conversations, thoughts, reactions. Notice you're not inside the story, you're watching from the audience. See yourself thinking and reacting, but this time with distance. You're the observer, not the actor. No fixing, no judgment, just noticing. Perhaps you see moments of kindness or times when you felt impatient. Let it all play. Now gently ask, if I didn't believe everything I just saw, if this were only one version of the story, who would I be right now? Notice the small space that opens within you. That space is awareness, the quiet power between who you think you are and who you truly are. You are not the character on the screen. You are the one holding the remote, the director of the film. And every bit of awareness gives you the power to rewrite the next scene. Now take one last deep breath in and slowly let it go. Feel your feet on the floor, your breath in your chest. When you're ready, open your eyes gently. Carry that calm awareness with you into this next moment. Let's look at a few reflection points to answer. When something triggers me, can I pause before reacting? What story am I telling myself right now? What might be a kinder truth beneath it? What is one conscious action I can take instead? You don't need pages of journaling, just a few honest lines of awareness. Each one is a thread pulling you back to your authentic self. Self-awareness isn't about blame, it's about liberation. It's a realization that you are not your patterns, you're the presence that notices them. When you observe without judgment, the pattern loses its power. You begin to choose from calm instead of chaos, from love instead of fear. And that is where transformation begins. I can't wait to see where your journey takes you next. Join me in episode 4, How to Silence the Inner Critic, where we'll explore how to transform that harsh inner voice into your greatest ally. Thank you for joining me today on Mindshift with Gitanjali. If this episode spoke to you, share it with someone who needs to hear this message and subscribe for next week's episode. Every moment of awareness you create today builds the reality you live tomorrow. Keep rising, keep shifting, keep reframing, and keep becoming who you're meant to be. Rise, shift, reframe, become. Thank you for joining me today on Mindshift with Gitanjali. If this episode spoke to you, share it with someone who needs to hear this message and subscribe for next week's episode. Every moment of awareness you create today builds the reality you live tomorrow. Keep rising, keep shifting, keep reframing, and keep becoming who you're meant to be. Rise, shift, reframe, become.